Hi ladies, and welcome to my video this week, and it's Start the Week Stamping on Facebook. And today I'm going to actually be casing a card that was in the catalogue. So I'm not sure, I'm trying to get this so it doesn't reflect, but this is the card using the Good Tidings or Tidings and Trimmings stamp set and die set. And this is the one that made me think, I definitely want this set. So I'm just going to go through how this card is made. So we're going to be using this set with the dies in the product class in July. And I'm just going to double check the date because I don't want to give you the wrong one for obvious reasons. 24th I thought it was, so it's at 10 o'clock on Saturday the 24th, and this one's going to be a little bit different because I'm actually going to design 10 cards and give you a kit for 10 cards. Obviously we're not going to be able to do them all in one go, so what I'm going to do is we will run a class at 10:30 and we'll have a nice craft and chat while we're making the cards, and then what I will do is put up videos of how to make each card so that you can then make the rest of them as and when you like, and also you'll have access to the videos of how to make them forever. So that's the plan. So it's £45 each and you get to make 10 cards, plus you also get half a pack of the lush papers that go with it. So these are they. So I'm actually filming this on Friday, because on Thursday rather, because tomorrow on Friday I'm actually going to Southport for the weekend for a little R&R. So just a little bit of relaxing on my own to recharge, and I'm actually taking all this with me. So I'm taking the papers and the dies and my new mini Cotton Boss. So portable die cutting, it's fabulous. So that's the paper, and you'll get half a pack of paper as well as the carbon paper we use to make the cards. So, so it's a bit of a bumper class, that one, just for £45, and you just need to go on to my events page on lindaellis.stampinup.net to book your place. Right, so, and these are the dies. How cute are they? So beautiful dies that match the stamps, which I've stamped on the inside here like I do now, just on a sheet of paper. I am loving these little boots, or stockings maybe. Yeah, the stockings, aren't they? But you've got dies to cut out the leaves, you've got fill-in stamps for the leaves, we've got little fronds, so I can see lots of wreaths and things, including a bow, and the bow has a die as well, so you can cut that out too. Lovely sentiments: may your days be merry and bright, cheers from our home to yours, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and Noel. And then we've got a little to and from, so it makes some tags with the new tag dies, and season's greetings, and then wishing you a joyful Christmas and a happy new year. So lovely for both the front of the card and inside the card. So I think this is going to be a go-to set for quite a few years. I tend to, although I do sort of grow out of some stamp sets, I always keep all my Christmas ones, because, you know, Christmas never goes out of style, does it? So if you want to book into that, as I say, nip along to the events page on my Stampin' Up page, and you can book yourself a place. Booking is still open. Right, so let's go for this card. So I've put everything in here, and basically I decided, looking at the picture, that it was rich raspberry that they've made it out of. And basically what they've done is they've layered some bits of card and bits of glimmer paper. So I've just gone ahead and cut everything out as it is on the card. So we've got, how lovely is that? Oh, it's just gorgeous. And if you wanted to, you can actually use it as an embellishment on the star itself. That's, you know, it's designed to be either used on its own or together with the star. So, and then I've already stamped and cut out the sentiment: may your days be merry and bright. So all of these dies have been just been cut out using the dies. And then I've just cut myself, I've just cut 6 strips of card, so some rich raspberry, some just gold. I don't have, there's a really sparkly card in the catalogue which I don't actually have, so I thought I'll just try some gold and see how that goes on. And so they're sort of scattered behind the sentiment, and then I've got various bits of greenery to add behind my star once it's all done. But I think the main thing I wanted to show you is how they use the star stamp to create the background for the main part of the card. So we need the stamp set, which I've just put to one side. So, and this star, I think, let me just double check which die this star is cut out with. I would imagine it's going to be cut out. Yeah, so it is. It's cut out there with the smaller die. So you could just cut the stamped die out. Of course, stockings. There's also a few double dies, so if you're cutting a load of holly leaves, you can cut them out 4 at once. So here we go. So there's our star. So I need a block to put it on. Yes, I did get one out. So I'm just going to turn that over and just put it on my block. So it's just fitting nicely on a C block. Okay, and I'm just going to, now I've not used this other than to stamp when I first bought it to sort of index it, but I haven't actually used it yet, so I'm just going to just try it out. Oh, it's stamping beautifully, isn't it? Right, so we're just going to randomly stamp some stars, and I'm actually starting just below halfway and then building up, just randomly stamping, but in rows. The card itself does appear to be in rows. So sometimes they give us videos of how they've made these cards, but this one they've just given us a list, a kit list. So I'm just winging it, as we say. So just putting some more stars in. So just squeezing them into the gaps. Yeah. Thinking, do I need a little bit of a star on there? I probably do. Just put a little corner coming in there, and then we'll move up the card. Now we've gone down, so I'm going to put one here. All through July I'm going to concentrate on Christmas. It's never too soon to start. And I don't know about you, but I find all of a sudden my husband is asking for 150 cards to send to his business associates in the middle of November. And it's like, just when you're doing multiple stamping, you may find you just catch the blocks. I'm just going to wipe that off so it doesn't, it'd be awful to have a smudge when I've done all this now. So just re-ink that slightly, and I'm going to have that coming in from the top. So we're now going off the top. Oh, did not re-ink it enough, but never mind. As I say, it is hand stamped in the UK, not machine stamped in China. And there we go. So isn't that gorgeous? Just one stamp, one colour, and lots of impact there. So, and then it's just a case of arranging everything else that's on there. So I'll glue this to the front first, and that's all my stamping done, obviously, because I'd already done my sentiment using the rich raspberry as well. So not the first colour you think of at Christmas, but I think it works really well. And I'm just going to pop some glue on here. Okay, just all the way around the edge. Nice fine line. A couple of splodges in the middle. And then let's stick that to the front of the card. Now, I didn't go through my measurements, and I should have done. So this is an A6 card blank. So a piece of A4 cut in half at 14.85 and scored in half, again at 10.5 to give you the A6. And then what I did was I've actually thought I wanted a bigger border than perhaps I would normally do, so I actually took a centimetre off. So this piece is actually 9.5 by 13.9 centimetres. So that's 9.5 by 13.9. I will put the measurements in the comments so that you can make this card yourself. So right, so now they had, I made one too many. So these strips are 1.5 centimetres by 9.5. So they are the width of the card, but they had them sort of offset a bit from each other. So a bit more sort of random. And I'm not terribly good at random, I must admit. So, and I was tempted earlier just to like drop them and see where they landed, but that's not really worked, has it? So they had them sort of purple. Ooh, itchy nose. Hay fever's been really bad this week. So could perhaps do that, and then have that one tucked maybe under that one and over this one. So we've just got them in a bit of a zigzag, so it's less random, but yeah. Let's just go for it. I'll tell you what I might do. I might actually glue them together before I put them down. That might be easier actually. So if we sort of think, right, well, we're going to have that one like that, so let's just put a little bit of glue and find my glue. So actually, sometimes with these things you just have to start, you know, when you're out of your comfort zone, which I am with random. I do like things to be nice and regular. Although I suppose in theory that is random. So I'm just going to put those so that they are together, but the purple's just slightly out that way. Sorry about neighbours chatting, I'm just going to shut the window. There we go. And then, so that's that one, and then we sort of said, should I have that one coming from underneath and maybe over a bit. So let's just start. Let's just go for it. So I think, well, those are going to go about over there on that side, I think. And then we could do a sort of under over here. Oh, I quite like that, where they're going across each other. There. And then we're going to have these over the top. So we could sort of split those a bit. So we've got one coming over this way and one going over that way. There. And then maybe just popping that one under there. So it's not too wide, but you're getting the bits in there. She says. I knew when I looked at it, it was a little bit out of my comfort zone, which is good. We need to do that. You can't just keep doing the same card that you like. Well, you can, but it's nice to step it up and do something different. Maybe if we just had that. There we go. Maybe just have the 4 instead of the 5 and have that following that, and then that knot. Are you happy with that? I think so. Oops. Who knows? Should we just go for it? Shall we just go for it? I think sometimes you just have to. I'll stick that there. I'm using, foil is notoriously difficult to stick to, so I am using, I wonder if that will do that. And then do it that way, because then you can see where we've actually interwoven them on this side. Don't want it to be parallel to that gold though. Yeah, I think so. bit of glue on here. So, but it does stick nicely with the wet glue. It's the same with, I was making another video today, which will be coming out on the 1st of July, that had, I'm using window sheet on, which I've never done before. And that, of course, is just not porous at all. So you have to use tear and tape on that. Not sure it's as random as I wanted it to be. Ooh. Maybe just finish it off like that. But then the stars aren't going to show as much, are they? Maybe I do use an additional, but then we lose most of the gold. Yeah. See, it is good to go off-piste and do things you're not used to, but sometimes it doesn't quite work out the way you want it to. And yeah, that one there, I think, but sort of over this way a bit. So if I put that against that side and then put this one over here, a bit more there. Not sure. It's done now. And it's going down. I did it that way, didn't I? There we go, and I'm just popping that across the card. There. So bits of red, bits, well, rich raspberry. I don't know. But you've got to remember we're going to put this here, we're going to put this behind there. We've got a little star that I'm going to put down here. And then we've got some fronds as well. So once you've got everything on, I'm just going to clip that because most of it isn't going to be hidden. So. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two together, and I'm actually going to stick them together using dimensionals and a bit of glue. So I'm just going to put some glue on these bits here, on the bits that are going to be attached to the card. So I'm being quite generous. Oh, just a, well, she says, just a thin layer there. And then, oops, still got a piece. And then I am going to put that, she finds the glue, there it is. So, and I am just going to put that so it's peeking out through May Your Days. And then I'm going to pop that up on some dimensionals, which I'm just going to get out of here. It's turning out to be a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm sorry about that, folks. You're going to be here for a bit longer, and as you know, it goes on to replay anyway, so you can watch it anytime. You don't have to watch it all today. It sticks around. So there we go. So I've popped a few dimensionals on there. And I'm just going to stick the two of them onto the card, sort of in the middle. Still not sure about these bits. You know, you try these things. If you like them, great. If you don't do it again. It's fine. So, and then I'm going to pop some drops of glue on the back of here, on the back of the little star. So just little drops, because you don't want loads coming around to the front, because it does show on foil. So you do only want little tiny drops. There is actually a fine nozzle glue that you can buy from Stampin' Up, although I do find this one works fine. Is fine enough. And then just going to pop that up, and I'm just going to stick it down under here Yeah, see, I've still ended up with glue all over my glimmer paper. Try not to do that. My foil. Picking it off with my fingers. There we go. And then we're just going to pop these in. So again, bit of glue on the end. And I'm just going to pop that underneath that star. There we go. And then some more here. Just a little bit more foliage. Should probably check there isn't a dimensional there before I put glue on it. Oh, it can go there. It's fine. Okay. There we go. So I've just glued the ends so that you can just see them. And then I'm just going to pop these little holly leaves, which are absolutely gorgeous, on the star itself. And I can find the other one. And this one as well. So there we have my interpretation of one of the cards that's in the catalogues. Still not sure about the strips. Maybe they should have been a little bit longer. That'd be really good if you could have a play and see what you've decided to do with them. That would be really nice. It's slanted with my glue. And I'm just going to pop some champagne rhinestones on, actually. I think they look really nice. Let's get them out. Here they are. So you can see I've been using them in a kit, so I've got bits of acetate with rhinestones on. I'm just going to use the little ones. Here we go. So just going to put a couple of these, if I can catch it, just as like little holly berries. So, because champagne holly berries should be a thing, usually in threes. So we'll just pop that one there, and just squeeze another one in. We get just hiding a little bit of the bee there. But I think you'll find on the card in the catalogue it is as well. So I'm really pleased with that. It's not quite turned out how I was envisaging, but you know, it's a lovely Christmas card, and that will be the first one I've made this year. I will be putting a piece of white inside with a nice sentiment inside as well. So you never know, it could be you that gets this. So anyway, lovely to see you, and I shall speak to you again next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.